for this very special performance. Our students did a fantastic job earlier. They performed for both our primary and our intermediate peers. So at this time, I would like to introduce their third grade teachers. Everyone would please give Ms. Hurley a big round of applause.
I want to thank everybody for coming tonight, and I wanted to tell you what an amazing group of students you have, and that when I went to CAG, I went and looked through all of the plays, and what struck me was one of the things we study in third grade, and that is multiple points of view. And in our study of California, we talked about how we view the history of California depends on the perspective that we have. And so what we are giving an assignment tonight is for you to listen to all the different points of view from all the different viewpoints, from the native Californians to the early Californians, the missionaries, the Mexican officials. They all had a different perspective about the history. And I think that's why this is such a great play. And I just, again, before it starts, I want to thank everybody for your support and my wonderful colleagues for helping me out, and enjoy the show.
Our fans calling the bighorns?
No, that's the point. We live in all kinds of places and live all kinds of lives.
Our tribe makes some of the best baskets in the world.
Our houses were not all the same. They were built from the natural resources from where we lived. Some of us make baskets, some make great canoes. Some of us wear new skins, some wear just tattoos. We live in the desert, we live on the sea. We live in the mountains, near an acorn tree. Don't call us Indians, we are not all the same. Don't call us Indians, we are not know that name. We're Chumash and Ryokas, we are Pomo too. Don't call us Indians if that's alright with you. Some of us get berries, some of us got trees. Some of us find acorns, what a nice dish. An acorn cakes for breakfast, very tasty too. Lunch is acorn porridge, dinner's acorn soup. We love acorns. Don't call us Indians, we are not all the same. Don't call us Indians, we do not know that name. We're Chumash and Ryokas, you are Pomo too. Don't call us Indians if that's alright with you.
Cut! Brilliant! Perfect! It's got a message, but it's catchy. And there's a food angle. I'm not a big fan of acorn porridge myself, but I think there may be an untapped audience out there of nut lovers. Johnson, get me on one of those cooking shows for the publicity tour. Right, JB? Okay, scene 2. Woody Joseph, they got Beth on the stage. Where's the Spanish visitor Gerald in Mexico?
At last, by requesting granted from the king, we shall send expedition to Alta California and colonize it for Spain.
Excellent, Governor Valdez, but we Spanish have claimed all over California for 200 years. In 1542, Cabrillo sailed to San Diego, and in 1602, Vizcaino charted Monterey Bay. Why send an expedition now in 1769?
Why now? Because the Russians and British are poking their noses around our territory. Why now? Because for 200 years we have done nothing with Alta California. Why now? Because it'll be fun!
But how do we do it?
How we always do, of course. We follow the famous Spanish three-step plan to territorial expansion.
The three-step plan?
Don't they teach you anything in college these days? Your resumes explicitly state they took Imperialism 101, Introduction to Colonial Power.
I think I may have missed a couple of those classes.
The three-step plan for expansion is quite simple. Repeat after me. Missions.
Missions.
Presidios.
Presidios?
Presidios are forts, and the third step is pueblos.
Pueblos.
All together now.
Missions, presidios, and pueblos. Missions, presidios, and pueblos. Missions, presidios, and pueblos. Rah!
Now you get it. Our first step towards our mission is to build our self-submission. Then we'll turn the natives Christian, believe for the best. Then we'll fortify our mission with the city's position. Then our position for California West.
Missions, presidios, and pueblos.
That's
San Diego and Monterey.
And someday we have missions and levels up and down San Diego, along El Camino Real, the King's Highway.
Perhaps you too will be famous one day, searching all over the world to study Father Junipero Serra and his missions.
You think? Nah. Wouldn't that be horribly boring? I'm just a humble Franciscan friar doing my best to serve as I can.
Our mission is almost finished. Soon we will hang up the bells.
I love the bells. They've come a long distance to become a part of our little mission. Our building is modest now, but someday it will rise up a tall brick wall. The ringing of the bells means our work has just begun. Hear the bells, hear the bells, those lovely bells wandering away. Hear the bells, San Diego's Monterey. I love the smell of adobe drying in the sun. The walls are rising, let's start baptizing. Our mission has begun. Hear the bells, those lovely bells gonna ring away. Hear the bells, San Diego to Monterey. I love the sight of the cornfield furrows deep and straight. The grain is rising, so civilizing. Our mission's taking shape. Hear the bells, ding dong. Those lovely bells gonna ring away. Ding dong. San Diego to Monterey. Ding dong. Those lovely bells gonna ring away. Ding dong. San Diego to Monterey.
Excellent, excellent. Things are moving along nicely.
Right, Jibby. Now in the next scene.
Johnson! What is that?
That's the mission ship. It's exactly like the one Junipero Serra built in 1769.
That thing?
What's wrong with it?
Well, dull. It just sits there. It's got no pizzazz.
It's a mission, Jibby.
It's not just a mission. It's my mission. It's got to shine. It's got to sparkle. It's got to sing and dance.
Right, Jibby. Where's the set director? What is it now? Jibby wants to mention the sparkles. Sparkles? Are you sure?
Sparkles.
We can put some glitter on it.
It's not a birthday cake.
How about a laser show?
It's the 18th century. They don't have lasers. They don't have electricity.
We could use dry ice.
Wait a minute. I've got it.
Everybody back. Get a room. Jibby has me an idea.
Fantastic. So simple. So internally perfect. Any fourth grader would think of it. Oh man, I am a genius. My brain cannot be beat. Yeah, I smell an Oscar. It's gonna taste so sweet. I know what we are needing, so listen up, dudes. We gotta build a mission out of sugar cubes. So bring in tons of sugar by ship and truck and freight. Go and get the phone boys and bring up T and H. We'll also need a couple boatloads full of glue. We gotta build a mission out of sugar cubes. Concrete's too flat, wood quickly fades. A sugar cube shines and biodegrades. Concrete's too flat, wood quickly me, but I think it's the name of the club that eventually became known as Los Angeles. I won't have that kind of language on my set. Get her!
Eventually, 21 missions were built throughout California. About 80,000 of us were brought into the mission system one way or another. We had to adjust to a different way of life, far different than our culture. In the 1820s, Mexico broke away from Spain and formed its own republic. For the next 20 years, the mission lands were sold off to wealthy Californians for cattle ranches. Some of the parcels were 50 square miles. The mission lands were supposed to revert to us. But they didn't revert to us. Suddenly we were forced off the mission lands with no place to go.
The stress is making the humidity?
I am an artiste. When I design clothes for movies, I create a world within a world. My costumes are designed to capture the flavor of an era. The Zeitgeist are long past.
Zeitgeist? Johnson! Yes, JB? What's she talking about? Is she still worried about the humidity?
Listen up, JB. I've designed the most dashing outfits for the ranchers. These California cowboys look muy magnifico as they gallop across the range of the ranch.
So what's the problem?
It's the wives. The ranchers' wives refuse to buy my romantic vision of life on the hacienda. You're not working with me. What I'm going for is a muscular machismo, an elegant airline.
Johnson! Yes, JB? I don't understand the word she's saying. Is what the air conditioning turned up or something?
Oh no, here they are. You see what I mean? We are not going to promote that silly notion of romance all on the range. You think we just sat supported adding Texas and the Oregon Territory to the United States. This led to war with Mexico, and the U.S. bought both California and New Mexico.
How come you couldn't play President Fulton? I got stuck with Farmer. It was typecasting of the presidential. Besides, as well as being a farmer, I should have been cast out of president. I had that spot myself off for once I was president. I was very permissive. No one would let me a nipple for months. I saw that. You were very good. It is an honor to be in the same film as you. Oh, thank you. I didn't mean it. I was just practicing. I'm supposed to be a faithful wife. Say, that was good acting. Thank you. Who are you?
I'm playing Jedediah Smith, famous trapper and explorer. I just hope they don't make me wear this leather thing very long. It's giving me a rash.
Well, here's to that pioneer spirit. That's right. We are Americans who see California as this golden opportunity. And I don't think California are miserable. All I can see is coming in. Say, you want us to sing one more time before we shoot it? Great idea. Oh, sure. I'll get started.
Dang, I'm starting to swell.
Oh, I can't see farmer. This month I have life. Because I hear a farm in life. The locals call us waters and they want us banned. But nothing's gonna move us from this promised land. Here we come, here we come, here we come. Yankees come most every day. Here we come, here we come, here we come. Yankees here and here to stay.
Well, my name's Jedediah. I'm a trapping man. I'm tracking down those beaver puffs throughout the land. Of all the beaver hunting grounds I've ever seen, there's never been a valley like the San Joaquin.
Here we come, here we come, here we come. Yankees come most every day. Here we come, here we come, here we come. Yankees here and here to stay. Well, I'm the U.S. president. My name is Paul. I sure like some land for its spending full. Early California's looking mighty nice to me. Another place to manifest our destiny. Here we come, here we come, here we come. Yankees come most every day. Here we come, here we come, here we come. Yankees here and here to stay. Here we come, here we come, here we come. Yankees come most every day. Here we come, here we come, here we come. Yankees here and here to stay.
What about the war scenes, JB?
We'll shoot them later on location. Get me Sutter and Marshall.
I don't know, JB. I saw Sutter trying to run from Marshall in the parking lot.
These men are supposed to be professionals. It's been 150 years. Can't Sutter let it go?
I hope so, JB. John Sutter, James Marshall, you're on.
You're supposed to be building a sawmill on my property. That belongs to us, but no, you have no mind gold. Please thank Mr. Sutter. I apologize enough. JB, do you have to dress us all up again? What about the war between Mexico and the United States? Didn't we skip that? Don't try to change the subject, Marshall. Wasn't much of a war here in California. It was mostly a set of skirmishes between the Californians and the Yanks, and besides, it was over by the January of 1847. I bet you don't know much about James Marshall. James Wilson Marshall was the first one to find gold. He was born on October 18, 1810 in Hofbräu Township, New Jersey. His family homestead is now known as Marshall Corner. He was the oldest of 4 children and the only male. He settled in Missouri in 1844. He left because he got malaria. James' doctor gave him advice to leave to try to improve his health.
Oregon Trail in 1838 and sailed to Alaska to Honolulu, arriving in San Francisco in 1838. Sutter's Fort was a focal point of the Mexican War. The war ended in 1848 with California in the hands of the United States. That same year, gold was discovered by James W. Marshall. His most trusted employee. Despite John's efforts to keep this discovery quiet, people overran his land looking for gold and destroying nearly everything. John Sutter moved to Washington, D.C. and lived out the rest of his life with his family. He died June 18, 1880.
Well, the Mexican War. The Treaty with Mexico in 1848 gave us all of California and a whole lot more to the U.S. Don't you think I don't see what you're trying to do? And for the environment of the treaty, it was also there. You were supposed to build that soda. Then you ruined my life. I had a dream.
Oh no, here we go again.
For a decade, I was building my 50,000-acre environment in the Sacramento Valley. New hobby chef called it. Things were going so well. I'll never forget those days. I had a dream. I had a horse and cattle driving. Golden wheat fields were surviving. I had workshops that were thriving. The gold was found one day. Well, I tried to keep it quiet, but the patient wouldn't buy it. Now the zillion's running riot. It won't go away. Gold, don't say gold, it gives me heartburn. 50,000 acres I control. Gold, don't say gold, it gives me heartburn. Yeah, I was rich and down. Yeah, I was rich and down, deep down black hole. I don't mean to be a whiner, but just look at all these miners. There's a mess of 49ers digging up my land. Waxing trains and ocean steamers, bringing fortune, hunting dreamers. I got merchants, I got steamers, and all the land got hands. Gold, don't say gold, it gives me a heartburn. Some 15,000 acres I control. Gold, don't say gold, it gives me a heartburn. Yeah, I was rich until. Yeah, I was rich until. Yeah, I was rich until. Deep down that hole. Johnson! Yes, Jimmy? Remind me to hire happy Californians from now on. You're in luck, Jimmy. Our next team has some really happy Californians. We're celebrating the admission of the state into the Union. Well, bring them on, Johnson. Bring them on. I want my movie to make people smile. I want them dancing in the aisles. I want them buying the merchandise. I want them fighting to get all the little plastic figurines at fast food restaurants. I've already got my Unipero Sarah action figures. Only 295 for large order price. Collect them all. Good work, Johnson. Now get me those happy Californians.
Yeah, what took us so long? By 1850, they pop out. I hugged the valley whale, I kissed the golden trout. Eureka! I found it, and it's been worth the wait. Eureka! I found it, this is Golden State. Eureka! We did it, and we are feeling great. Eureka! I found it, this is Golden State.
Cut, Trent, that's a wrap.
Brilliant, JB.
That's the party of the big stuff for everyone. Now the sugar you can carry.
We're gonna make a movie about the missions, the kind of film our fans will all adore. Yeah, it's our Grant and Buster, a holiday blockbuster. California missions, missions and more. Early California, so exciting. There's mountains and there's valleys to explore. A history bonanza, a film extravaganza. California missions, missions and more. California missions, missions and more. Oh yeah!
Thank you. And we also had a lot of help putting this play on, and one of the persons I want to thank is Meg, who did that fantastic job of lighting. Over here on sound, we have Dom. Thank you so much. Yeah, and we also have 2 stagehands, and I want to thank Trey and Zach, wherever you are. Zach. And I also want to thank the entire RL team who helped make this a success, and Tennessee, Mrs. Metz, their last year's teacher, she stepped in for me, and I just want to thank her. And also Mrs. Caston, our new here, she took Mrs. Metz's class, so Mrs. Metz could take my class. So I really worked on a fantastic team, and everybody did a great job, and I just want to thank everybody. Thank you for coming. Great job.
Thank you.